Hello and welcome to this video presentation on machine screws. And we're going to be taking a look at machine screws from ore to the machine. What are they? Well, they're usually these fully threaded cylinders of metal, usually less than about 3/4 inch diameter in most applications, and they're going to be used to fasten materials together utilizing a standard nut using pre-tapped holes. And the fact that these machine screws are standardized is an incredibly important function of them, as anywhere in the world you can go and get a specific size with a specific diameter and a specific head shape, and it's going to fit the nut that you're using to fasten those materials together. And they're extremely common in manufacturing industry because of that. So now we're going to take a look at how these machine screws are actually made. And so as we're looking at how machine screws are processed, it's important to understand this whole picture. And here's a video of a wire from a spool being led and straightened into a cold heading process in this cold heading machine. And this wire is normally going to be a low carbon steel, so it's softer, it's a little bit more pliable. It's going to be cold processed, so there's not a lot of strain put on the material. And here you see this punch and die set that are going to be putting that head on those machine screws to whatever type is required by the customer. And you can see that it's going to be rotating as it's coming out, and those threads are going to be put on there, and those threads are going to be put on there cold so that no material is lost, and there's no additional strain put on those by cutting into the screw itself. So it's going to be pressed and formed into the screw itself instead of being cut into the screw. And you can see as that punch finishes its last punch, that screw is going to fall out, and it's going to fall on down to this lubricating liquid and eventually fall into this hopper and up a conveyor belt into its final processing. And so as just discussed, this is a video of how these machine screws are threaded, and these machine screws are going to be threaded between these two punches that are rotating extremely fast. This is actually in quarter speed slow motion, and these punches are going to deform this metal. It's not going to cut into it, and it's important not to cut into it because that grain structure is not broken in this case. Rather, it's going to be reformed into these long continuous grains, and those long continuous grains are going to improve the strength of this machine screw as it's being used in industry. And so just to summarize the processing required to manufacture machine screws, a wire spool is going to be fed into a cold heading machine. This cold heading machine is going to do two things. The first of which is going to put a head on the machine screw, and the second of which is going to slot that head for ease of fastening. So after going through this cold heading machine, it's going to head into this reciprocal threading machine. This reciprocal threading machine is going to squeeze that machine screw and form threads on there. And so that's going to increase strength and durability as that machine screw is used. And so overall, machine screws are extremely practical, they're extremely useful, and they're extremely ubiquitous around the world because of their durability and their ease of manufacturing. Thank you for watching this video presentation on machine screws from ore to the machine. Leave a like and drop a comment below. Thank you.